Hey, what's up, everyone? Today we're talking about the 5 types of podcasts and their benefits. We are on the Spotify player today, and I'm looking at the popular podcast section just to give you guys some examples of what types of podcasts are out there. Now, there are 5, as I mentioned, and the ones we'll be talking about are solo shows, interview shows, hybrid solo plus interview shows with a co host, and shows with multiple co hosts. So let's look at those really quickly and talk about the benefits. So a solo show would be like this show from the mindset mentor, Rob Dial, where he gets to talk about all of the subjects that he is an expert in that he wants to share. What's great about that is you are the instant guru. You're sharing all of your knowledge. You can do how-to content that answers the most asked questions of your audience, or you can do thought leadership content that shares your frameworks, your ways of thinking, and your perspectives on the topic. And all of that isn't just for the podcast. It's an amazing content creation tool that then can bolster your website. You can also take that podcast player and take that information and turn it into blog posts. And those blog posts can fill your website, do massive gains for your search engine optimization, and become what feeds all of your website traffic. So it's great for content generation. I'm a huge fan of solo content. The next type is interview podcast, where you are interviewing guests that come on your show and talk about what they are experts at. And a great podcast that does that is the Jordan Harbinger Show. He's one of the better interviewers out there. And he has guests on all the time that talk about what they are experts in. Now, you can curate if you are bringing in experts in a particular topic, which is what your category of show is. So if you're in the fitness space, you can bring on fitness coaches to talk on your show and ask them what they think. And what's great is you and them together are creating new content. You're sharing new ideas that aren't just your ideas. And your job is to highlight them and bring their knowledge to bear. And with that, you're gaining some credibility through association with that guru. And what's also great is that person will sometimes bring the benefit of their audience listening to their show as well, if you are lesser known in your category. So you get the benefit of having that person on the show and their audience. But on top of that, now you are out there creating content with someone who, after this interview, has now a relationship with you. So that relationship is also huge value to creating an interview type show. The third type of show is going to be a hybrid of those two. What I like about that is you get to share your knowledge as well as your guest's knowledge, and you get all the benefits and some variety in that. So I'm a big fan. I use a hybrid show personally. Gary Vee does that as well. And it's an easy way to get the best of both worlds. The fourth type of show is the one where you have a co-host. Now, the benefits of a co-host is you're sharing the burden in terms of all the work, right? You get to split the time with someone else. Either you guys can record them individually, or you can jump on at the same time and have banter between yourselves about particular topics. The drawback of this is you now have to rely on someone to align with their schedule and then continue the show with them. So if they ever drop out, you have to drop out too, or you have to then change the format of your show or find a new co-host. But it does help having someone else who's also grew in the space share the burden with you of creating content all the time. So some advantages to that as well. And then the other type of show would be to have a group of hosts all together working on the show at the same time, a bunch of personalities, and that can be fun. It makes it a little harder to do interviews and bring in a fourth person, but it is a great way of having every week more engaging banter between a group of people. It does make it harder as you start to split the personalities. It makes it a little harder for your website content to adjust to a personal brand. You'd be building more of a company brand or a corporate brand because it's hard to send people to 3 different places. You want to send them to one place. So you're building more of a corporate brand when you start heading that direction. Those are the 5 types of podcasts. I hope you guys found that beneficial.